2019 All-Region Concert Band Performance. I'm Rob Raymond. I'm the band director here at Tantasqua Senior High School, as well as this year's Instrumental All-Region Coordinator. The purpose of this event is recruitment and retention of instrumental music students as they move through elementary, junior, and senior high school. This process has allowed our junior high instructor, Mrs. Caldwell, as well as myself as a senior high instructor, to work with and get to know these elementary students over the past 4 weeks. More importantly, it's giving the elementary students a chance to get to know us, and that our intent is to achieve a positive, fun, and inspiring experience with the hopes that they will continue on with the band program through junior high and through senior high and potentially beyond. In addition to this performance, our elementary students will have the opportunity as audience members to see and hear the progress from the 5th grade all the way through the senior high. As Mrs. Caldwell and I rehearsed the large elementary all-region band on the Tuesday or snow day evenings, the bulk of the instruction has happened behind the scenes at the elementary schools with their instructors. They have worked with their students at their schools during smaller group sectionals, during large ensemble rehearsals, during lessons. There is simply no way that this event could have happened without them. And I'd like to take the time to recognize them, please. From Brookfield and Brimfield Elementary, Mr. Mark Weissman. I think he's with the junior high band right now, but you'll see him later. From Burgess Elementary, Mr. Danny Minshaw. Right over. From Tantasqua Junior High School, Mrs. Lucy Caldwell. I believe she's backstage with her band. And new to our team this year, please help me welcome Mr. Kevin Noble from Wales and Holland Elementary School. And I'd like to give a special thanks to a couple of extra helpers, Mr. Glenn Koffel, and Mr. Brian Plum, both former band directors in this district. Thanks for your extra help, guys. Appreciate it. Now it's time to get this concert underway. This evening's concert will begin with the high school band, followed by the junior high jazz band. In between the transitions, we'll have a junior high jazz band performing. Another transition, we'll have a senior high jazz band performing. So at this time, would you please help me welcome the Tantasqua Senior High School Concert Band. just want to take a moment to just give a quick introduction about this band. So that was, by the way, that was Down a Country Lane. I think there was a typo in most of your programs. I'm sorry about that. Aaron Copeland, Down a Country Lane. This group is a class during the school day. It is not extracurricular. They get graded for it. It doesn't conflict with other after-school extracurricular activities or sports. And it really is the core to our instrumental music curriculum. Through this class, we not only create traditional wind band music, but also from which it stems is the jazz band, the marching band, chamber ensembles, and various pit bands. And so what we're presenting to you this evening is kind of a draft of what we're doing. We have an assessment performance, much like the elementary all-region band's doing the grade East assessment performance. We're doing the same thing in Belchertown about a month from today. So we're doing 2 out of 3 selections tonight, and it's not a polished draft, but it is a rough draft of what we're doing for our assessment. So before we play our last performance, we have a transition. I just want to say that there is a free will donation for our faculty music scholarship. I know Mrs. Stattenfield has been helping collect, and if you'd like to donate to that, that's great. It goes towards a graduating senior, actually 2 graduating seniors, 1 instrumental and 1 vocal, going on to major in music. And if you would, be sure to also visit the TMA. They're going to introduce themselves later tonight, the Tantasqua Music Association. They've done a great job helping make our program even better. So thanks again. We'll do one more selection, and then we'll have a brief transition.
tonight. Welcome to the All Region Band Concert. I'm Cheryl Reed, President of the Tantasqua Music Association, and also with me is Kathy Olson, the Vice President, and Melissa Boscheman, our Secretary. And we'd just like to welcome you to the concert, and we'll just take a quick minute to tell you a little bit about the TMA. Many of you have been here for years. I know as a parent, my son's in high school, but I remember this concert very well from elementary and then junior high and high school. So the TMA supports the junior high and the high school musicians, and we do that by supplementing the budget for special projects for things like instruments and lighting equipment and trips and private lesson program, if any of you are interested in finding out about that. So we hope that you will see all the great things that we're doing this year, including scholarships for musicians every year and special clinics. So just like to welcome you once again and say that we had a great time at the Ice Cream Social. That was another thing that we host every year. And for those of you that were there, the ice cream was really good. So hope you enjoy the concert, okay?
That they would probably rather be doing, playing video games, watching TV, but instead they're here, and that's awesome. So we appreciate that, and you guys giving us time to be here. So, all right, so this is the Junior High Jazz Band, and we're going to play a tune called Easy Rider for you. And Dolan, I'm sorry.
Okay, one more transition. What's going to happen at this point is while the junior high band is getting off the stage, the all-region band will take the stage. All-region band, when you take the stage, please stay together, take the stairs, and if you don't have a chair or stand, don't worry, we'll help you out, we'll get you what you need if we're missing something. You can go up these stairs, and you can walk right by me in front here if you need to as well. Take the stage route. While that's happening, the high school band is going to play a couple of charts. So can we start with the flutes, and then follow suit? We've got one more tune, and then we're all done. I need to do some thank yous. It's very important before we do our last selection. Thank you to the TMA, first of all, the Tantasqua Music Association that spoke to you earlier. They've supported our various junior and senior high school bands this year, and choirs, and everything performing arts at the junior and senior high. They are now helping to provide a subsidized private lesson program at the junior and senior high. So if you have a student in the 5th or 6th grade, just be aware of that. We get awesome private lessons for our students now at a nominal fee, thanks to the TMA subsidizing that with first-rate instructors, and it's made a big difference already. In addition, they also provided a very nice ice cream social last night. Can you give them a shuffle, guys? Awesome. So thank you to the TMA for their support. Thank you to our district administration, Dr. Nozick, Deb Boyd, and Jody Brasa. And they have helped fund this event with sheet music, with equipment, and without their support, we would not have been able to provide this experience for these kids. Thank you to all of our principals throughout Tantasqua and Union 61 for their continued support. Of course, a special thank you to the principal at this building, Mr. Mike Lucas, for his support and allowing us to use this wonderful facility for this event. Thank you to our staff in the main office and to our custodial and maintenance staff for helping out. A special thanks to our high school and junior high student helpers for helping with this event. Without their help, we wouldn't have been able to do this. So thank you, high school and junior high helpers that are in here. Thank you so much to the Tantasqua and Union 61 band directors and the volunteers, retired volunteers, for their hard work with these students. A special thanks to Mr. Minshaw and Mr. Weissman and Mr. Plum. Last week's rehearsal, I couldn't be here. Mrs. Caldwell wasn't here. Mr. Noble wasn't here. We were at the Massachusetts Music Educators Association conference, all-state conference, where we had one of our band members and 3 of our chorus members with the all-state band and the all-state chorus in Boston. And we couldn't be here to help with that rehearsal, but they ran it. Mr. Minshaw FaceTimed me. I was in my hotel room, and it was just such a joy to get that. It really was awesome. So thank you guys so much for your help. Thank you to all the parents out here for allowing and encouraging music as part of your children's lives. Thanks, parents, for being so good about getting your kids here to rehearsals. Thanks for being so flexible with all the changes due to the weather, due to water main breaks. There was a lot of weird things that happened this year, but thanks for doing such a great job. And finally, congratulations to these wonderful elementary students for a great showing. We are all very proud to be involved with your music education, and I sincerely hope to have you on stage here with the junior high school band and the senior high school band. This was a really awesome group this year, I really mean it. Can you guys give them one more round of applause? They're really good. Okay, one more selection. Thanks again for being here this evening.